Imagine you only had one pair of sneakers that you could take anywhere and look good in. You would be pretty happy with that, right? Well, imagine how much happier you would be with 3 of those. Here are the sneakers that I'm talking about. So in the summer, you're going to be going out a lot, which means a ton of walking, which is great because you should be enjoying the nice weather. But if you have the wrong pair of sneakers, it's going to make your feet hurt and you're not going to enjoy your day. So the first sneaker you need is something comfortable. Now look, when you Google the list of the most comfortable sneakers out there, they all look terrible. And sure, despite the fact that they're the best option for comfortability, I personally would not wear them. But my most recent pickup is one of my most comfortable shoes, and that is a pair of Nike Waffle 1s. These are $90, so they are pretty affordable. They're extremely lightweight, which are unlike a bunch of other shoes that are complete bricks on my feet. These are soft and breathable. Now, I recommend getting these in a lighter color, and if you're like me, you are very tempted to always go with the color white, but I got mine in a light gray, which is pretty much the closest thing to white without fully being there. So if you get them just a little bit dirty, they're not going to be as noticeable as they would with complete white sneakers. So overall, I'm very happy with this pickup. With a pair of shoes like this, I'm ready to walk around amusement parks, walk around the city. This is definitely the perfect daytime sneaker for the summer. That being said, in this weather, whenever you want to go out, maybe you want to look a little bit more mature and more formal, a pair of sneakers like this isn't going to be your best option. The next one is going to serve you for that specific purpose, and that is going to be a pair of leather sneakers. Now, as far as leather sneakers goes, I would get something a little bit more elevated and slightly more formal. So Air Forces are out of the question. For this one, whenever you're going out, you want to think about going in short periods of time. Although they're not the most comfortable sneaker in your wardrobe, they're going to be the ones that are going to make you look more mature. This should easily fall into your more old money outfits. So whether you're getting dinner, going on more of a nighttime felt date, these are the sneakers that you should be wearing. My favorite ones are Oliver Cabell. These are vegan 481s. As far as I know, they discontinued them and made vegan 581s. They look very similar. You're really not missing out on anything too crazy. But a sneaker like this, because it's slim and leather, is going to pair nicely with a pair of pants. Now, obviously, the perfect pair of pants for the summer, I would go with something linen. And a huge mistake I mostly see a lot of younger guys make is them having more of a formal outfit just to throw on a pair of Air Forces or running shoes. This is why a sneaker like this is so important, because this is going to pair perfectly with your more formal looks. Now, by no means are they uncomfortable, but they're definitely not the most comfortable. And if you're thinking, oh, I could just get some Adidas or Nikes, the point of a formal sneaker is to make it as low-key and unbranded as possible. Not only does the silhouette of Air Forces ruin a formal outfit, but also the logo. Remember, a huge part of the old money aesthetic is to have as minimal branding and almost no logos. So although it's not going to be your daily driver, it is going to be the perfect option whenever you need it. Now, I do prefer leather, but if you really want to take it a step further and be more elevated, I would check out some Suede ones. I think loafers are a little too far out there, especially if you're on the younger side, but leather slip-on shoes can make a great option if you're into that. In fact, Oliver Cabell does have one, and I'm looking to pick one of these up very soon. Actually, the most affordable option I found was from Aldo. For this price, this is hands down the best option. And truth be told, I think these slip-on suede shoes are going to be a huge fashion trend that you're going to see more of. And the third sneaker that you need is a cheap beater. And if you're thinking, great, I already have one, chances are it's already way too beat up. Look, it's cool to have your sneakers have a little bit of character, but sometimes it has way too much character. Sometimes you look straight up homeless when your sneakers are way too beat. So if you're thinking, why do I need to buy shoes just to get them beat up? Well, for one, you're not actively trying to beat up. You're getting a more affordable pair, so that way when you are going out, you're not going to be too mad if, let's say, you drop ice cream or any type of food on your shoes, or you're not afraid to scuff them up whenever you're walking on the pier. Point is, because they're so affordable, they're easily replaceable. And how I mentioned earlier, the other shoes probably are not going to be your daily drivers. This one is. Now, I would try to go for something $70 or less. Of course, it depends on your budget. Converse are always going to be a classic option. That being said, Converse aren't known for being comfortable. Vans has some cool options, especially with their extra cush line, but my favorite option are Reebok Club C 85s. They're surprisingly very comfortable. They're pretty affordable. I got mine in a color brown, so it is a little bit more unique, but they offer a ton of different colors, and whichever one you feel like you're going to wear the most of, that's the one you should get. However, one piece of advice I can give you is, especially if you're picking up multiple different pairs of sneakers, try to get things in at least slightly different colors. Now, that doesn't mean just get red for the sake of having a different color, but that at least means switching up the shades or colors so you have different options to play with. That way it keeps your outfits from becoming too boring, and it's just another way for you to dress better. Now again, that doesn't mean that you should go walking through mud because they're your beaters. Obviously try to take care of them, but because they're so affordable, when the time comes, they are easily exchangeable. Now I personally think that 3 is more than enough of what you need, and my personal collection definitely has more than that, but that just depends on your day-to-day lifestyle. One thing I recommend is getting a good gym sneaker. I recently picked up a pair of Pegasus 40s, and I love these. They're extremely comfortable, great for running, and definitely my daily shoe when it comes to the gym. But the point is, the 3 that I mentioned should be your baseline, and whatever you feel like really catches your attention, and if you find a shoe that perfectly fits your wardrobe, then pick it up. But the next few sneakers are going to be entirely what you feel is best for you. And of course, that just comes down to us having different tastes. So for example, if you like Jordans, then by all means, get a pair, even though that's not what interests me. So although I love making videos like this, you shouldn't base your entire shoe collection solely off what I say. Get what's best for your wardrobe and your budget. But now that you have the best summer sneakers, if you want to know the items that are going to make you stand out this season, here's a video that's going to show you exactly that.